July 15, 2021, session 1079, coming through the Omega Communications portal. Full stop. So as we begin today, and I am Lani speaking to you, begin by taking in a natural breath, gently filling your body with vital essence. And as you do that, you may feel the response within your body, feeling it becomes lighter. It is this lighter body of yours, which is a different state of consciousness, that I call upon to be with me in the receiving area of the station of light. And this is how we begin today. Are you ready? Are you already in with the people gathered in the receiving area? I am sure you are. Welcome to you, beloved. I'm addressing you, and I am accompanied, of course, by the supporting beings here from many different dimensional stations. And the stations could be referred to in your language as planets, as other galaxies, as beings who are stationed in dimensional vessels who travel between dimensions and different galaxies. Remember, the importance is your presence, and as you acknowledge yourself as one of the dimensional or galactic beings. So you are one with us, and this has been part of the essential message we have been giving to you in all of our years of communicating with you. From our perspective, and when you come into this space, it is all now. It is all in this presentation to you where you are present, that all of the information is available to you. It may seem that we have progressively drawn into different aspects of you and drawn you into different aspects and dimensions of awareness. This is because it has been a process for you to expand your energy field. To enable the expansion of your energy field, we have been supporting you in the process of clearing all of the disturbances and anything which may have been limiting your perception as a conscious being. Already you are functioning with many of the other dimensional groups of beings, most of whom, of course, are present with you to focus the energy systems through you into the planetoid energy systems. Just as you are surrounded by and you are comprised of different energy systems within a vast matrix or network of pathways and processes, the Earth very similarly is the same. So the energy networks and processes of this planetoid named Earth have existed before your presence in your current physical body form, and in many ways was present before other aspects of you came into the Earth. So the process is the same. The planetoid is receiving the incoming rays through the solar portal, You are receiving the incoming rays through the solar portal, and all of this is a combination of expansion of consciousness. What most people do not understand or realize is that they have an effect upon the expansion of consciousness of the planetoid. The focus has always been to encompass you in the energetic field of clarity and bringing you into the quantum state of consciousness so that Earth becomes clearer and moves more easily into the expanded field of consciousness. This can be referred to as Earth shifting. It is a process which you are involved in because it is your natural energy field and intention of progress and expansion of consciousness which supports it all. Because we are addressing you in this way, you will be aware of the energy spheres that you are connected with individually, separately, in different places within and through the Earth energy field matrix. In this moment, if you have the intention, you will be communicating with beings present in those different energy spheres, the different stations within different dimensions within and around planet Earth. It may be necessary for you to do this because it may be part of your individual purpose for being present in the current civilization. We digress a moment here to address those of you connected in who have travelled into the energetic sphere where we are presenting this, and you have travelled from different dimensions of existence. You are welcomed into this space, and we are also receiving the information which you are bringing forth. Those of you present here who are stationed already on the Earth planet may be aware of the communication and of the energy being received. It is a matter of you expanding your awareness to allow the sensing to manifest in your awareness, in your consciousness field. Even though you are present here as an energy light being, you are still conscious of what is occurring in the different dimensions through which you have travelled to be here. So the effect of this is to increase your dynamic energy processes of receptivity and communication. There may be devices you are aware of which are being utilised to facilitate this process for you. Remember that our initial presentation and our prime process of being with you is to engage you in the quantum field of consciousness of establishing clearer light systems throughout you and throughout the planetoid. And thus you are more closely connected to other quantum levels of consciousness present throughout creation as you know it. There is this supporting flow surrounding all aspects of creation, and this has been described to you previously in your language as bioplasmic energy fields and systems. It is a field present everywhere, and consciousness is an aspect of that. This is a way we can present it to you. Allow that to expand in your awareness into multi-dimensions. And then you understand the reality of what we are presenting to you. And you are in the center of this. Engage this throughout you. There are many aspects we realize that you would wish to be transformed of you as a humanoid being, an organic being, and as an organic being you respond to the frequencies measured as light or energy. So you see all of that frequency pattern contains the holistic environment and codes for your bioenergetic form. And this form that you utilize on Earth responds also to the bioplasmic energy field. Just feel the sensation of that through all levels of your beingness. There is the understanding also that many of you are understanding that many old systems are collapsing in on themselves and they will cease to exist in the quantum dimensions that you are expanding into. So these may relate in your awareness to dictating, controlling systems or structures. Those structures may also relate to some types of building structures, and also the way that civilization has evolved in presenting structures that relate to different organizations. So many of these are what we refer to as collapsing in on themselves, and when that happens there is the opportunity for the higher potential to manifest. Therefore you will be perceiving new establishments in line with support and in line with the communication levels received through quantum levels of existence. And these you might also refer to the assistance coming through from the Galactic Federation presence. What is important for you is to feel the clearness that you have expanded into and allowed structures within your bioenergetic form that are no longer useful and those also are part of this collapsing into itself, so that some of the structures no longer needed are no longer present. You will be aware of some aspects that are no longer needed within you and around you. And again, this clears the way for the higher plasmic light energy frequency to be the predominant, sustaining, vital essence throughout you. It is always about clearing all aspects of you, and then you bring in the manifestation of higher patterns of existence, lighter, purer, supportive. This is the message in this presentation surrounding you here. And so I bring your attention back to your presence within this receiving space, within the station of light. Enjoy yourself expressing this. We see the transformation occurring through you, and this is acknowledged. Aurum out. Thank you, Aurum. This is Lani again. And I acknowledge the big gathering of beings that came in from other dimensions around us. There was a difference from their presence as beings of light to your presence as a being of light stationed on Earth. And you probably were aware of that as well. Now be aware of your individual presence and be aware of coming back in your bioenergetic physical form. Take in a simple breath, breathing in all of this vital essence information into you, and you may have the sensation that it is going into different stations mentioned all around the planet. It's as if there are many stations receiving energy, and you are part of that network. So I acknowledge you also as being an extraordinary receiver of the energy and sending it out. So now again, acknowledge yourself and bring your awareness back into your body, into the present moment of the present day as you receive this. Thank you. And thus I end this session through the Omega Communications portal.